Thank you for the kind introduction. God could not be everywhere, so He created mothers. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster, Madam Toastmaster, and welcome guest. This March 19th was my mother's birthday. She completed 84 years on March 19, 2020. Previous day, I called her and asked her what she would wish to eat. Her answer was halbai. You know, friends, halbai is a famous South Indian delicacy prepared of rice, jaggery, and coconut. Halbai is my favorite dish, and my mother used to prepare this during my birthday every year, and she used to stitch a new dress also. With these two luxuries, I used to enjoy like a princess. While ruminating over these thoughts, my childhood just unfolded. During my school days, between 3:30 and 4:30 in the evening, we had games period. We never had any sophisticated toys. However, we had plenty of space, unlimited amount of clean air, heaps of sand, and on the top of everything, unrestricted freedom, and we really enjoyed it. One day, after finishing this games period, we were going back home. Suddenly, my sister, who is 5 years elder to me, noticed that my gold earring was missing. She started scolding me, and she made all of us take U-turn back to school, search for that gold ring in that heaps of sand. Our efforts were futile, and we had to return home empty-handed. On the way, she continuously scolded me and literally did Sahasranamarchana. Once we reached home, she entered the house like a chief soldier. I was in a dilemma whether to enter the house or run away from there. I just closed my eyes, trying hard to control my tears, and didn't want to witness that scary scene. After a couple of minutes, I could hear my mother's soft voice. It's okay if you lose gold. It's like escaping from bad fate. After all, it is a metal. It's okay. Go wash your hands and feet, change your dress, come inside, I'll give you milk. Oh God, what an anticlimax. With gratitude, my heart was filled with gratitude. I just changed my dress, washed my hands, ran inside the kitchen and hugged my mother from behind. She just touched my head like this. Even now, if I think of that incident, I consider myself as a fortunate being for having a mother for whom wealth was nothing before her children. Time moved on. Probably I was in 5th or 6th standard. One day, I could see a strange, funny scene from my classroom. One of our senior boys, his name was Surya, was running towards the school with a great speed, probably 40 kilometers per hour. And behind him was his mother running with the similar speed with a long stick in her hand. This boy rushed into the classroom and sat in his place. See, we didn't have classrooms. Actually, it was a big hall-like thing with imaginary walls and we could see each other classrooms. Then entered his mother. As soon as she entered the classroom, she just folded her hands to the teacher and told her, "Madam, I just cannot control this boy. He broke all my papads, which I had kept in the courtyard for drying. And when I was about to punish him, He just climbed the roof and broke some tiles there also. Please do something. With all possible punishments, you bring him on the right track. She cried incessantly. Our intelligent teacher somehow amicably settled the matter and sent her. The mischief of that boy didn't look a big deal to me those days. I felt bad about the cruelty of his mother, and I was just comparing her with my mother. However, after 4 decades, as a mother of 2 daughters, I can see only love, affection, kindness, and attachment in that mother's attitude, the aim of which was bringing the boy on the right track and making him successful citizen. My perspective about this whole incident was reconfirmed when I went through a study conducted at Harvard University between 1975 and 2016. The main conclusion of the study was right blend of parental love and discipline can bring out the best from the child, and this is what happened with Surya. And for your kind information, my dear friends, Surya is a famous and successful veterinary surgeon in our place. The other conclusions of this study are, I would like to share the screen. This mega study, it was a meta-analysis at Harvard University, which was conducted between 1975 to 2016, which analyzed 551 studies in 5 continents in 31 countries, and the number of respondents were 1,49,440. And the conclusions were there was a very good correlation between parental love and psychological adjustment, and the vice versa is also consistently true. Whenever there was no parental love, those children found it very difficult as far as psychological adjustment was concerned. And this was regardless the differences in the race, ethnicity, culture, age, gender, and geographical boundaries. The study also proved a good amount of reduction in depression, reduction of anxiety, reduction in eating disorders, reduction in drug addictions in those children who are exposed to parental love. And those people also showed higher levels of emotional expressions. So, my dear friends, parents shower their children with love without knowing the impact or implications of their action, and that love helps the children to lead a better life. I'm very sure that majority of us belong to that category. Having said all this, let me come back to my story on my 19th March. My mother enjoyed the delicacy which I prepared, and I just observed her silently with fulfillment. My heart prayed, let all the children be blessed with parental love, and let them also be blessed with opportunities to pay back and serve their parents, at least in some point of their lifetime.